The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Tuesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. With me as always is Scott. Scott, how you feeling today, man?
Fuck this week. What Jesus, fuck me. Fuck me.
It was a rough week for you, man. I wasn't gonna say that.
The minute the show ended, it was all downhill from there. It's all fucking downhill.
It's why I didn't start off the show with, who had the worst sports weekend? Because it's a clear winner this weekend.
Hands fucking down over here.
You had a terrible, terrible weekend.
Holy shit.
If you don't know, Scott's Braves got eliminated by the Phillies after Scott said, I don't want to play the Phillies. You never want to play a division rival, especially not the Phillies. And then they got eliminated.
For the second year in a row in the same fucking fashion. And fucking lose game one, win game two, lose the next two. Like, God fucking damn it. We spend all off season saying, all right, cool, learned lessons. Not going to happen again. We're going to be ready next time. We're fucking ready.
Narrator voice. They weren't ready.
It was the same goddamn results. Like, I was like, oh, cool. I went and I was like, well, it's official. It's like this is the start of anything new. There's no dynasty coming up. There's nothing out. 21 and fucking 95 are the anomalies. This right here. This is Braves baseball, folks. This is it. Perpetually fucking blowing the load in the regular season. Done it with fucking triple aces and Hall of Fame and on the pitching side. Done it with fucking record-setting offense. Just fucking get in the playoffs and just shit the bed. Just fucking sleep. Look like bitches doing it. It's a good time. It's a good fucking time.
You are so broken, Scott. Your fandom is completely crushed. Like you are beaten. You're a Notre Dame fan, is what you are.
I told myself, and here's the shitty part. It's like I told myself, I was like, look, they win a title. It's been so long. You give them 5 years grace period where you don't like really care. It was like a 6-month grace period, and I was right back in it. And after the first, like last year, I was like, all right, they won the World Series. It's okay. Winning back-to-back, that's tough. But after everything that happened this year, and actually it was like, oh, man, look at this shit. It's fucking destiny right here. And the whole time I kept thinking, this is real 98 Braves vibes to it. Real 98 Braves vibes. You're going to run into the wrong fucking team at the wrong goddamn time after setting the world on fire for an entire season, aren't we? But it won't be the Phillies, right? Nah. It can't possibly be the Phillies. Not again. No, not again. And if we do, like, we won't fucking lose in 4 games in the same exact way, right? Not again. Not again.
And then Bryce Harper. Nick Castellanos turns into a god among men, and the Phillies eliminate the Braves. We'll talk baseball playoffs because I want to know your opinion, because the big debate because of those playoffs is it even an advantage to get that first round bye now with how the wild card round is structured? So we'll talk about that later. We got some football coming up. Caesar will be joining us at some point. He's Texas internet, folks. He's locked out right now. So
performing like my teams.
And then no idea if Mookie will be in the chat or not tonight. I'm sure he'll be hiding out in the back, playing with buttons like he always does off show. But before we get to this football talk, I've got a golf story for you, Scott, and maybe do that hockey. We'll see. We'll see how the show goes. Let's talk about these beers that we're drinking tonight, whether or not we'd bang them. Scott, what pumpkin beer are you rocking tonight? Would you bang
it? We talked about it earlier.
Not good to start the show.
It is not. It's just one big week of oofs. The pumpkin beer season is quickly ramping down, and these places do not want to be caught with the dicks in their hands and a whole ass load of pumpkin beers through the next 3 months. So it's tough out there in the wild. This week I settled for Bad Trees Pumpkin, which, it's fine. It's not. It's a Toledo 7, and I'm from Toledo, so I would, but it's just not saying anything. It's fine.
A Toledo 7. That's such a good way to describe your beer, Scott. A Toledo 7, which is what, like a Cincinnati 4, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if the conversion rate goes back or forwards in either city, to be quite honest with you. I mean, it's Ohio, so it's just like whatever in Ohio. I'm just gonna stop. I don't want to.
Good save.
I'm good. Let's stop there. Ohio's beautiful, y'all. I love y'all.
I was wondering if you were gonna walk right into that. Whatever. We're good.
The more I started to workshop it, the more I'm like, I don't think that's not a good idea. Ohio's beautiful. I'd do this beer.
Fantastic. Bombing in here. Perfect timing. There's our boy Caesar. Caesar, how you feeling, man?
Bro, fucking Spectrum could be the one in fucking Israel or Palestine. I would not give one single fuck.
Coming in hot.
I cannot give one single if they were over there, I would not send any of my monies whatsoever. They rob us blind. Bro. I do not. Oh my god. They could have been the fucking shit. Say it was Spectrum that owned the ships that got sunk during Pearl Harbor. I would not give one fuck. I would not. Spectrum is the one company I know that deserves all bad things that happen to them.
They really do.
They are.
They are.
The only
absolute worst.
redeeming quality of Spectrum is the Spectrum Center. I don't even know if that's the fucking name still. Spectrum. Send us a Google, Sarah.
While you're Googling, have you had a chance to grab
shut
a
up,
beer
LaMelo Ball. Let's not commit any crimes this year, buddy.
Have you?
Yeah. Oh, this one's a fire one. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you got?
Yeah. This one's a fire one. If I sound all fucked up, that's because of Spectrum. Fuck Spectrum.
No, you're good, man. You're good. You sound great.
From 903 Brewers, Margarita.
Oh.
Fuck work, you stupid bitch.
You're
Is he on a delay? I can't tell.
slight. It's very slight. Yeah.
Okay. All
Oh
right.
yeah, I'm on a delay. It's fucking bullshit.
There it is.
Berliner
Yeah, okay.
Weiss style ale, aged on mango, lime, and tajin. Bro, they got my brown ass with the fucking can. See the little calaveras there?
Great.
Ah, nice. I like it.
Yeah, bro. Margarita Gose is a punchy and vivacious. Oh, that's a fire word, vivacious. Vivacious beer loaded with mango, lime, and tajin seasoning. This bubbly sour wheat ale hosts a soiree. Hey, these fuckers are going crazy. A soiree of
So does the
tangy
beer
mango
can
and-
have bars?
Yeah, bro. God damn. Hey, shout out Sherman, Texas. Let me try this bitch. I need a
All right.
roller,
Well, you
right?
try that. Gabe wants to know what the hat of the week is.
Oh, let's go, my boy. So this week, in honor of the United States Grand Prix happening, I got last year's Williams racing hat in hopes of that our little Logie boy, our Logie bear, Logan Sargent, an American F1 driver, scores his first points. Let's hope, because he's kind of been shit this whole season, but the car is not amazing. But hey, let's hope. Everyone, Tesnator.com. Logan Sargent to score points. It's gonna be on there. It's gonna be like at plus 800. But we'll see how it works out. I need to open this bitch up.
Yeah. Open your beer. Let us know what you think of that one. Of your 903 brew. They make such good beers. 903 makes such good beers.
Wow.
Wow or bad wow?
No, that's a fire. That's an Owen Wilson. Wow, that's fire. You know what the fuck? It tastes like a candy.
He's drinking it straight from the can. You
He
know
is,
it's fucking
yeah.
good.
What fucking candy? It reminds me of a fucking candy, but it's so fire.
Stay tuned, y'all, for the epiphany of what candy
Yes.
it reminds you.
I feel like it tastes like oh, you're not gonna know the fucking candy, but squinkles. It's like a chamoy spaghetti-ish candy, like spaghetti shaped.
I understood spaghetti out of that.
They're
the
like
last few
chamoy
words.
spaghetti. They're fucking great. They're called squinkles. I doubt anyone's gonna fucking know what they're called because it's super
No
beany.
idea what squeakers are.
No squinkles.
I'm glad you like your brew though, Caesar. Let's see what everybody in the chat's drinking.
Yeah, my uncle took the fucking Oktoberfest when I was in the fridge. I was saving that one for fucking October. and he drank it last night during the Cowboys game. I'm gonna let him rock, right? He's a badass uncle.
I'm gonna teach y'all with the biscuit. Biscuit wins the description for the evening. Go ahead though.
All right, let's get through the beers, then we'll get to biscuits. Gabe said he had to repeat with no green beer, New England IPA from Sloop Brewing Company, 6% ABV, friends with benefits. Bang. Matt Barr with an Ouzel Finch Brewings. What a great brewery.
What'd you call me?
Yeah, I like that. Ouzel Finch.
I feel like I got to say that with a monocle on. It's Ouzel Finch. He's got the Hazy Double IPA, 8% ABV from Phoebus, Virginia. Smash. Robert Taylor is drinking Mason Ale Works Rock Solid and 8% Hazy Double IPA with Citra. Can art is amazing. Would bang.
Dude, he sent me a picture of the can art. It's the Thing, like Marvel, the Thing, the big rock man.
Awesome.
Yes, it's fucking
Rock
incredible.
solid. I like it.
I love
Yeah,
it.
That's great. Sarah said a Toledo 7 is a 4 at best.
Absolutely. Thank you. I'll let the woman do the conversion rating. That way I don't get, canceled.
I'm never going to Toledo.
You never should, Caesar. You never should, my friend. Never.
I was offensive coordinator in NCAA when I was 14.
Did you were at Toledo?
Yeah, I went to Toledo. Then I got a better job at Florida State. Then I got the job at Colorado. And then I got the job at Texas.
Good work, Coach Brian.
Good shit.
That's the closest I'll ever get to Toledo after knowing that information. You're welcome for your Maction Championship title. Yeah.
You're welcome
I'm
for
a
my
fucking
service.
Maction title.
Our boy Rexamillion is drinking a Voodoo Ranger Experimental IPA, 6.6%. Would hit it with a Hey You Up at 2 a.m. All right, so Biscuit, this is what you were laughing at, Scott.
Yes.
Biscuit said, I'm a Coca-Cola guy. This week I'm drinking a zero sugar wild cherry Pepsi. I feel like I'm meeting a prostitute in a seedy motel. It's pretty good, and I'll leave the money on the dresser.
Yeah, I'll leave the money on the dresser part. Got me.
Dude, I used to love wild cherry Pepsi growing up, man. That was my favorite.
You give me any of the cherry, Pepsi or Coke. I didn't give a shit. You can argue all day about Coke and Pepsi tasting different. Nah, yeah, I can definitely. But the cherry versions, they taste the same, and they're both amazing.
They're so good. Wild cherry Pepsi. I want one of them.
All right,
I'm continuing my New Belgium kick from last week. I had the Fruit Force IPA, the Fruit Punch IPA. This time I've got the Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPA. It's 9.5%, so I feel pretty good that I've got a beer that's higher ABV than Matt Barr and Robert Taylor tonight. It's a hazy IPA, so there's not like that crazy fruit flavor like last week, but it's good, man. This is a solid hazy. I'd definitely hit it without a doubt. All right, let us know in the comments what you guys are drinking and whether or not you would bang your beer. Scott, why don't we start the show off with I'll save it till later. We'll start football. I was trying to decide if we should do baseball and get it out of the way.
Because football went much better for me this week.
That's true. I didn't even mention that, so we can start there because the 72 Dolphins are popping bottles once again, everybody. As a matter of fact, Larry Zonka tweeted out a picture.
Did you see the photo? Yeah.
A picture of the 72 Dolphins and then a picture of a champagne bottle popping. The 72 Dolphins still gathering to celebrate being the last.
All 6 of them that are still alive.
The craziest thing about that when I saw that this weekend, I was like, wait, Larry Zonka's on Twitter? What the shit?
Yeah.
I didn't realize Zonka's out here tweeting. I just hope
probably only has the account for this, just for this. He's like, guys, I'm just gonna create a Twitter account so that we can tweet pictures of ourselves. They gotta know that we're still being petty. That would be hilarious.
You've got to respect their petty at this.
Oh God, yeah. Well, and this is I don't know how many times it happened, and usually I'm not giving it any thought anyway, but the Niners having been one of the last undefeated with Philadelphia, I don't know how many other times it's happened that they were, one of the last ones or the last one to lose a game for this to occur. So it happened, and I didn't really think about it any much at the time. And then Monday morning, I saw the photo of them standing there cheesing with the champagne, and it took me a minute to register. I was like, "Oh, look at these fucks!" I was like, there's like, wait a minute. Oh shit, that's because the Niners and the Eagles lost. Oh, sons of bitches! It's like the first time it's like directly at my expense. Fuck them. I still love the petty. Like old Mercury Moore is still rocking the same exact haircut as in '72. Like I want to be mad at him. It's like the Bryce Harper thing. Like I love Bryce Harper so much that I can't even be mad that he just sat there and fucking dong citied on us. Like, so I love
talked all the shit as he did it.
Yeah, but we talked shit first, so that was a problem.
Attaboy, Harper.
Fuck off, Caesar.
Attaboy.
There's no reason to bring up old shit, dude. No reason. It's a little rough.
I know it's rough. Your team gets fucking shat on, fucking 49-0, whatever the fuck the 49ers beat the Cowboys by. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, motherfucker.
Caesar's been waiting to dunk on me since I came in.
Nah, I didn't dunk on you. I just switched hands and did the layup because I want to see you. I didn't put my nuts in your face. I just pointed at your face like,
you just fucking harpered me. You just glared at me as you ran back down the court.
I just glared like, all right, hey, we still got
we both know what you did. I just want to know that this is it, but we both know. Fuck.
I had to give you guys some room to finish that, but Gabe is correct. Caesar deserves the air horn. It was the change layup for me that got me. That's the switching hands layup.
I only yam and fucking put my nuts on the face on people I don't fuck with. I love them. I'm not gonna disrespect them. I'm gonna fucking just and then once the ball goes through the hoop, I turn back and and then I run back down the court, steal the ball, and then fucking yam it in fucking.
This is the best metaphors of all time right here. Oh, it's fantastic.
Get the show's promo 16 minutes into the episode.
Realistically, if you don't have beef with anyone, like you know how when you and your friend have like fantasy beef and you win or you lose, and it's just kind of personal.
Fantasy talk streak continues. Yep.
No, okay. Well, it's like personal for those 2 hours where it's like, yeah, well, your mom's a bitch. And
dude,
you win the game, and then it's like, all right, cool. During the game, I'm fucking yamming on my fantasy. My nuts are in his face, fucking dick's hitting his cheek.
This is true. I'm pretty sure that Shitty didn't want to talk to me for like a month after I beat him in the fantasy baseball championship a month ago.
Yeah, bro.
He was very short with all my texts. Didn't respond to a bunch of them. I was like, yeah, he mad.
All good, GG.
Yeah, like I was gonna say we have a fantasy rivalry that goes back a long time, and when I finally won, I was talking to all the shit. So he caught all the hands and was like, yeah, I get it. You gotta take a break for a minute. Yeah. Like,
see, this
losing to your hated rival in fantasy sports it'd be a bitch.
Yeah, this isn't that. This is just I got shat on. All these little strays go towards my fucking head. Fucking Chris Kyle with the red dot at my head every week for being a Cowboys fan. And boom, we lose to the fucking Browns and PJ Walker. Shut out the X.
That's okay. So Scott, that was going to be my question because yes, the Braves lose in a heartbreaking
No, dude,
manner.
the Braves and rookie kickers, they do one thing that they all know how to do in October: disappear.
Oh, fucking like this guy. This fucking guy.
You get eliminated by the Phillies in the playoffs, and then you have to sit there and watch the Niners lose some key players and then drop a game to the Browns and PJ Walker. Like, which was
XFL MVP?
XFL MVP, excuse me. What was the bigger dick punch?
The Braves.
It was the Braves, yeah. I mean, because the Niners losing a game in October was like when the kick went up. As soon as I saw it sliding to the right, I just chuckled. I was like, "That'll be the cherry on top of this shit sandwich of a week." Like, just a perfect way to end the Braves choking on a dick and having to sit here and suffer this horrible ass football game that right at the end, despite not deserving to win, they were gonna and then shank the fucking kick. I was like, "That'll do it." That's perfect. That's a perfect way to end this shit.
I was amazed watching the end of that game because the whole time I'm like, what a Browns way to lose this game. This is so quintessential Browns to lose this game like this. Like, of course they are going to choke this one away. And then the kick went up and I went, oh no. Oh no. And when dude,
It's good times.
that was tough.
Played with fire so many times that it was like, yep, there it is. Right there.
I like all the people though now that are like, oh, Brock Purdy's been exposed. Brock Purdy comes back.
Oh yeah, they were waiting on him to have one bad game so they could fucking do that.
The
Yeah,
Browns defense is insane.
it is really fucking good. And I had heard and knew that they were good. They're a lot better watching them. I'm like, this defense is just as fucking fast as ours. God damn.
It might even be faster. They just got a dog shit offense.
Yeah, like they're really quick, dude.
Yeah. Their quarterback has fucking harasser arm, so he doesn't want to play. I mean, think about it. All the quarterbacks have been harassers. They all get some sort of arm injury that following season. Big Ben, Deshaun. I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
I mean, we could throw up the music if you have more than those two.
Not conspiracy.
If you hit 3, we got a music cue.
Yeah, if you get to 3, then I might be buying in on this conspiracy theory. But at 2,
I just can't say the R word, but yeah, that one.
No, I know. I got you. All right, so Scott, we officially have no undefeated teams because not only did the Niners lose to the Browns, but the Eagles lost to the Jets. Like, what a weird way for the last 2 undefeated teams to go down. Like, if you had a parlay and you picked the Browns and the Jets, that had to pay out crazy money because there was no way.
It was plus 1,500.
Plus 1,500, and there's probably like 1 or 2 people that did that in the entire universe. There's no way.
It was plus 1,500. It wasn't that crazy of odds.
That is kind of in the NFL. That's crazy odds, dude. Plus,
yeah, for so much parity there is. Yeah,
that's absolutely insane. So how are we feeling about the Jets after they take down the Eagles? Is this a fluke? Is this just the Jets got luck?
I don't think it's a fluke. I just think the Eagles are fucking Mickey Mouse.
So the Jets were supposed to be good coming into this year, right? Like, but it was all predicated on the fact that Aaron Rodgers was going to be there. They had all the other pieces. So in theory, they're still a good team. It was just whether or not, fucking Wilson could take the next step and be like, he's played well enough for them to win. So, I mean, I guess they're as good as he is, which is kind of what you could say for most NFL teams. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, I mean, they were supposed to be good just on paper anyway. So I guess it's not that fucking surprising that they beat the Eagles. And I mean, the Eagles, same thing, where it's just like they hadn't lost a game until now. And
they're
Super
Mickey
Bowl.
Mouse.
I mean, okay, calm down, Caesar. The whole
they're Mickey Mouse. Like, this is the first time they play a competent defense all season.
Oh, here we go.
First time.
Here we go.
I said I'm done.
But either way, they were undefeated, regardless of who they played. They were fucking undefeated, and they're supposed to be the team with the Super Bowl hangover. They lost the Super Bowl, so they're supposed to, have the hangover. So, I mean, in theory, they should lose quite a few more games. Like this may just be the beginning of the end for them.
Caesar, you think it's the beginning of the end for them?
No, they'll probably make the playoffs because the NFC is kind of mid this year. And then 2, I have a little. Dude, these fucking flies, might as well name them fucking Deshaun. God damn. Fucking touching me in places where I don't want to be touched. God damn it. Anyways, so I was at work, right? And my homie
I like that you had to finish that so that everybody knew exactly how those flies were like Deshaun. Like, there's a few ways it could have gone, but no. We had to make sure we nailed down the exact reason why they are Deshaun. Thank you. Go ahead.
Just have to clarify.
Yeah.
You got to clarify everything. So, my homie knows I hate the fucking Eagles. And they could be 4-12, fucking 1-17, whatever the numbers are now. I couldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't piss on the city of Philadelphia to put out the fire if they're on fire. So he sees a guy with an Eagles hat and he points to me. He's like, "Hey, Cesar, that's a real fucking team." And the guy turns and looks at me. He's like, "Yeah, fuck the Cowboys." And I'm like, "What'd you say fuck me for? Like, I didn't even know I go for the fucking Cowboys." And I'm like, "All right, buddy, like, put on your fucking Mickey Mouse ears because y'all had the easiest schedule last year. Calm the fuck down." And then his wife is like, "Well, blah, 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 blah." I'm like, "Dude, you don't even watch football. You just started because of this dumbass." And then they walked away. So yeah, the Philly dickheadness just transfers all over the country. I fucking hate those fuckers.
I feel like the city of Philadelphia. Somebody needs to stop.
Fuck
this
those
because,
assholes.
Dude,
If
Dog the bounty hunter needs to just go
They're the
and put raid
worst.
all over the fucking city.
if the
Get a giant
Phillies
can of
make,
raid and just fucking.
if the Phillies make the World Series again, and the Eagles make a deep playoff run again, we're gonna have New England fans, but in Philadelphia bodies, and I don't think we can
Oh.
handle that. I'm pretty
No,
sure
it'll
that's
be
a
even
sign of the
better because
apocalypse.
they'll fucking lose again. They'll lose again. My ideal life is if my teams don't make it, which they never fucking do, but
Same.
if the if the Eagles make it, I want them to lose in devastating fashion again, holding call, last second field goal, fucking Hail Mary, the most devastating fashion you can lose a game. That's how I want them to fucking lose. The Union, I hope their goalkeeper, center back, striker, ACL all gone day of the final. Bryce Harper has to go to fucking Wakanda to meet some kid who might be the day of the World Series, game 4 or whatever the fuck. I don't care. It doesn't matter. He has
What
to
would
go
Bryce
to
Harper-
Israel.
What would Bryce Harper be doing in Wakanda?
I don't know. Some long lost child of his.
In Wakanda though?
That's the only fictional country I could think of.
So you went with the African, the all black one. Interesting.
No, shout out to White Wolf. That's a deep cut if you know superheroes.
Well, yes.
Yeah, that's a deep cut. Hell Hydra. And so then, yeah, Hell Hydra. Come on, now that's the White Wolf.
It's just of all the foreign places you could think of, you went to the place that's predominantly black. It's like 99% black. You're like Bryce Harper might have been there with a love child.
I'm just saying, bro. The most devastating ways and heartbreaking ways, the most fucked up ways that city can lose. I'm all for it. And I'm assuming it's the same for me.
Oh my
If the
God.
Cowboys are to make it. They don't want Dakota to throw fucking a million interceptions and Tony Pollard to fumble a million times. Like, I get it's just a rivalry. Those guys can go fucking rot in shit for all I care.
All right,
Fuck
so
that city. They have a statue of a fictional character, bro. Like, how down bad do you have to be? Build a fucking statue of Jason Kelsey for all I care.
We need to let him cook drop for Caesar. Just when he starts rolling, we just need to drop in and let him cook because
Speaking of rolling, shout out to Vici.
It's like
I
the
miss you.
new age version of Scotty doesn't know.
It's such bullshit, bro. That city fucking sucks.
Like you just have to just say the word Philadelphia and then just like winding them up.
The best part about that city is the fucking cream cheese. I don't even know if they're from the fucking city.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
And that wasn't even a pun. I just fucking hate them. But I like cream cheese, so shout out them, I guess.
The best thing about them is their cream cheese.
And maybe the fucking Rocky segments and Philly cheesesteaks. I had one of those. That was really good.
Oh my
Fresh Prince
God.
Bel Air. That's a good thing.
Yeah, bro. He slapped Chris Rock on the stage. Fuck that guy. Speaking of fucking Will Smith, bro, I'm convinced. Pop culture. Rah, 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 rah. I'm convinced, bro, that Jada Pinkett Smith is just making shit up.
Yeah, dude,
Like
gonna
she's
sell a
promoting
book.
the book and she's like, oh yeah, we haven't been together since 2017. Huh? You don't slap a guy who's making fun of your wife and then proceed to call her your wife if you're separated. That makes no fucking sense.
Actually,
She's just saying shit
if
out of her ass.
if you're separated and you want to prove something to the woman to try to get her back, that's exactly what you do. is you
Bro,
go-
she's got the Terror Squad Air Force Ones. I have a TS on them. She probably thinks it stands for fucking Tupac Shakur. That dumbass. Oh my god, bro.
let him cook.
Give her the picture for a fucking reason, bro.
Guys, since I hesitate to bring this up because Caesar, anytime you say the word Philadelphia, Caesar goes crazy. But did you see that the NFL is looking at? They're going to re-look at the tush push play that the Eagles have perfected and potentially ban it over.
I kind of don't like that.
concerns?
I don't like that.
You don't like them banning it, or you don't like the
I
play?
don't like them banning it.
I'm with you. I don't think they
As
should.
much as I hate those fucking sexist shits, granted, great color scheme. I love their color scheme. But everything else, piece of shit. They've perfected it. They built some strategy around it and they're good at it. Let them rock.
I think it's a solid play. Like, I'm fine with them running it. It's if you've got a quarterback that can pick it up, if you can block it, like, go for it. Scott, do you think they should ban that play?
No, it works. They've been doing it. It's been like, there's no reason to ban it. There's nothing inherently like illegal about it. You're banning a play because it works too well for one team. Like, this is the fucking copycat league. Like, why isn't anybody implemented it into their fucking offense and tried to run it better?
Some
Like,
have
we watched.
Some have tried to implement it in their
Well.
offense. Caesar, how'd that go for your boys this weekend when they tried tush push?
Hey, all I saw was a W at the end of the day. So, worked out for me.
Jerry Jones.
Hey, Justin Herbert, I need to throw the fucking ball to Eckler
Jerry-
better, you dumbass. You cost me 6 fucking points. I love you, Justin. Ducks.
Matt Barr is saying you can't ban the play. They do something better than other
Dude, just
teams.
step on his
Kansas
fucking
gets stopped
ankle.
this weekend. And Robert said no ban. Eagles are just good at it. Get better. This is
Yeah.
absolutely the thing. Like, you can't it. And the thing that drives me crazy is that, of course, they were like, we go, safety reasons. We gotta worry about player safety. Also, can we add 3 more weeks to the season and play these games on Thursdays and Wednesdays as well? Like, let's
And
also
in
Tuesday
Germany,
games.
Yeah,
and in
seriously.
England.
Like, you know what? That whole doubleheader thing in baseball looks like it works out for everybody involved. Nobody seems to be upset about that. Let's do a NFL doubleheader. Did you see your Niners play on Sunday afternoon and then in the night game? Why the fuck not, right? Like, it's fine. Like, that's the NFL for you. Get the fuck out of here with your fake ass player safety. NCAA is like, yeah, you know, that's what we talk about with these grades, like these student athletes, right? Like, we get you, NFL. Like, we're concerned about their education too. Fuckers.
Okay, I gotta know though. So back to this play, the Eagles have filed a trademark for clothing to use the term "brotherly shove" on clothing. So which
The franchise has?
Yes, the franchise. So they're basically gonna have T-shirts that say like "brotherly shove." So they're calling the play the "brotherly shove." Play on words of the city of brotherly love.
That's such a dog shit nickname for a
Tush
city.
push is like the Twitter nickname that's gone around. Which one are we going? We need to make a stand right now. We need to decide: are we going to be team brotherly shove or team tush push? Scott, what are you going with?
I like brotherly shove better, but because Philadelphia made it up and they'll celebrate it, fuck them. It's the tush push, baby. I'm the Mercury Morris of this shit. Fuck them.
Caesar, brotherly shove or tush push?
I don't give a fuck. I'm just kidding.
Gotta
The tush
stand.
push. The
You're
tush
going
push.
tush push?
Yeah.
Oh man. So
I'm
I
not gonna
just got
support anything they
outvoted.
came up with.
What's that?
I'm not gonna support anything they came up with.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So
Brotherly shove is a fantastically
It's so
creative name. I love it. I'm not giving them any credit for it.
Exactly.
So, all day.
Fuck them.
Tush
all right,
push.
Matt is saying brotherly shove is better. Any team can do
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Gabe's saying them trademarking this though is worse than
Yeah,
the
this is
Ohio
pretty
State
bad.
trademarked.
Yeah, he's right. This is pretty fucking bad on that.
And he's going neither. He wants neither one of them. Scott, cue up the drop for me, if you will, because Biscuit said
Hold on one second. Hold on.
So
Oh,
here's
I'm
my
finding
code.
it. Okay, I found it.
tush push and brotherly shove.
We'll let that slide in
both sound
April.
like a gay porn set in the NFL. Rex Amelia was right behind him with tush push. You could do so many great shirts with that. That's true. Tush push does lend it to better merchandise opportunities than brotherly shove does. Like brotherly shove is pretty limited. Tush push, you can have some good graphics to go along with that one. So I think that convinced me. I'm going tush push. I'm going team tush push. So this is it. This show is officially team tush push. We will not recognize the term brotherly shove on this show.
Sure
Right.
won't. Just like it was Justin Chamberlain, just like it'll always be fucking Comiskey Park.
Bill Sweeney.
We take a stand on this goddamn show. It's petty, but we take a fucking stand.
Matt Barr had a comment earlier in the show that the second best team in the NFC is the Detroit Lions. How are you guys feeling about the Lions? Because they are a shock to me this year. I mean, everybody always says like, "Oh, Dan Campbell, this might be it." The team actually is fairly surprising. Would you go as far as to say second best in the NFC, Caesar?
If the Lions and the Eagles played tomorrow, I'd say the Lions probably win. They have just as good of a defense, and I think they're better on offense.
Scott, second best in the NFC?
No.
Care to elaborate?
I mean, you asked. I don't trust. I don't trust what's his face. The fucking I don't trust fucking fake ass Goff. Like the Rams discarded you after you went to a Super Bowl. Like no, I'm not. They're not the second best team. He'll get exposed at the worst possible time. Like I'll tell you what. They're the best Detroit team in probably the past 30 years. How about that? How about they settle for that? But second best, I don't know. I mean, they're probably top 5, but Goff holds them back.
They've had a harder schedule than the Eagles, and they've played more impressive football, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think they look really good. I'm not trusting them. Like second best in week 6. Well, what's that really fucking mean? Like,
yeah,
I think like at the end, at the end of the season, do I think they'll be the second best team in the NFC just based on record and like the eye test? No. But then again, fucking Barr and goddamn, Robert were the same assholes who were going to lose the fucking shot bet to me over the Redskins. Oops.
What was the line on that?
5, right?
No, it was 6. It was 6.
Oh, they're not even fucking close to that.
Yeah, no, they had to fuck. It was like, it was either 6 or 6.5. But I think 6 wins was what they have to get to.
So it was 5.5.
Yes, so 5.5. All right.
The schedule doesn't get any easier either.
They're not getting fucking 6 wins. But those asshats just had to try to prove their superiority, so they'll be taking a shot for it.
Gabe is rightfully pointing out
against minorities.
Anders and Robert Taylor said race card is correct.
Possibly.
You don't get to say that.
Race card.
You're not allowed. Tyson wants to know if that's an Avalanche outdoor game jersey that you're rocking.
It's the reverse throwbacks, the old, the combo throwbacks that they did. So the Colorado colors with the old fucking Canadian bullshit logo. I support throwback shit though, so
So guys, I was actually interested in the Lions game this weekend, and it had nothing to do with the game, but it was because Tampa Bay was rocking the Creamsicle jerseys. Did you guys see any of the highlights from that game to see those Creamsicle jerseys in action? Because this was the one team that I was really excited about when the NFL announced that you can have like multiple helmets and stuff, and Tampa Bay announced they were bringing back the old school logo and the Creamsicle jerseys. Like, how did you receive those jerseys, Scott, this week?
I receive them as well as I do all of the nostalgic shit. Give it all to me. And you got the fucking classic helmet to go with it? Like, hell yeah.
It was so good.
Like, this is what I'm here for. Just fucking bring back all
the better picture instead of this fucking dickhead on my screen.
Well, yeah, okay, fine. So the assholes underneath the jersey sucked, but
yeah, no, not even all of them, just this specific fucking.
But they look good doing it. Like,
noted, not a Baker guy.
It's funny you say that, Scott, because actually there was so much venom being spit online.
Oh,
at these jerseys.
Yeah,
People were saying the Creamsicle uniforms were awful and they needed to be retired and put away forever. I'm watching as I'm scrolling my phone. I'm like, wait, are they talking about the Bucks Creamsicle jerseys? Because there is no way that I thought there was some other team.
This is some old revisionist ass history, kind of. Like, yes, they needed to go. They needed to go back then. But then you get enough time and distance away from the shit and you realize, no, that shit was fucking fire. Like, we all need a chance to relive the oldies because eventually you're like, they need to switch it up. And they were so fucking terrible when they wore those jerseys. I think it was more like the team stench that like sunk to those jerseys and you just associate it with really fucking terrible early franchise football. But no, those fucking jerseys are fire. Could you imagine if fucking Warren Sapp would have wore this shit while he was sacking bitches? Good God. Like fucking Derek Brooks just trucking over motherfuckers in this? Dude, they shouldn't have ever stepped off the site.
Mike Allstott with a neck roll under this uniform. Oh my God.
Seriously, these jerseys are fucking hot, and the fucking pirate with the fucking knife in his teeth as the logo. God, it is fire all the way around, dude. So good,
so good,
so good.
Because Scott and I are clearly we've got the nostalgia that's just eating at us with these jerseys.
Yes.
So I feel like we might be looking at this through nostalgic glasses. Give us the young man's perspective here. These Tampa Bay throwbacks, fire or dumpster fire?
They're fire, and you don't even have to ask me. There's a
Yes.
video of fucking Tristan Wirfs where I think it's Penei Sewell, and he goes up to me, he's like, "Yo, let me get that." And he's like, "This one?" He's like, "I can't give you this one. I can't give you this one, man. I'll get you a regular one. But I can't get you this one. I need this one for myself." And then Penei was like, "Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. I got you."
They know, dude. Those are hot,
Yeah,
man.
they're good. They're sick jerseys.
That is amazing.
And not all throwbacks are created equal, right? Like not all throwbacks are really like that.
Yeah, I think
hot.
the
Like,
Cowboys throwbacks fucking suck.
yeah, like there's some that are just not good. I mean, like when the Seahawks tried to do I'm not a fan of the current Seahawks bullshit either, but their throwbacks from the early and mid 90s, those were ugly as fuck.
Silver helmet, that shit's fire.
Yeah, I didn't like that shit.
I like their helmets. I like their silver helmets.
Well, I mean, the helmet might have been, but I'm talking about like the jersey, just the fucking blue jerseys.
Yeah,
like those weren't anything special. The helmets were fine, but yeah, not all throwbacks are hot. It's not just strictly, if it's a throwback, it's good.
Right.
That's better than
that's
others.
accurate. Brent from 1420 saying bring those Bucks jerseys back full.
Hell yeah.
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah, no, it'll take away some of the specialness of it. But you know what they need to do though, while they're bringing just specifically the Bucks, they want to do throwbacks. Like they just need to get rid of the garbage ass ones they have now and go back to the ones that they had in the mid 90s. They go bring back the Warren Sapps. Those were fucking hot. Those jerseys were fine. The jerseys they have now are fucking terrible.
They changed their
Tyson with a
they're
great
awful.
call.
The Houston Oilers? Hell yeah.
Houston Oilers, that light blue.
Yeah, those are awesome.
The Titans have them. They're gonna wear them this season. Fucking dickheads. I hate when people
amazing
take
move
shit
to
from
be
my
like,
state.
hey, remember how we stole your franchise? Well, guess what? We're also wearing your throwback.
Dude, how
fucking
funny would it be if the Ravens just showed up in fucking Browns jerseys one day? We're like, throwbacks, yo! Remember when we were in Cleveland? Dude, and they did it against Cleveland? Oh my god, that would be so fucking funny. Just fucking to troll them, like, yeah, remember when we left in the middle of the night? Good times, huh,
Oh my god.
What did you just Google, Caesar?
No, Tatum has 23 at halftime.
Oh god damn.
I think it's preseason basketball. Though.
I was just gonna say it's the preseason. What the fuck are we talking about?
Gabe talked about it in the chat. So what am I gonna do? I'm not a hard guy to fucking bait. I would admit where my faults are. You tell me Philly, I'm gonna get mad. You tell me Celtics, depending on the context, I'm gonna get mad. You tell me Cowboys, I'm just gonna sit here and fucking solace.
Guys, the other big story from the NFL this weekend, there were two side stories that everybody could not stop talking about. Number one was Aaron Rodgers throwing. Who gives a shit? Look at this. He finally believes in medicine and therapies.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. It's a fast time. It's pretty fast.
It is fast, but this is a dude who's
shit.
I'm sick of Aaron Rodgers. I'm tired of his bullshit. I'm tired of everything he says. I wish he would just go away and never talk again. I'm over this dude. I'm over it. And he's out here talking about, oh, this is a great. Oh,
hey, shout out Earl Campbell though. Hey, shout out Earl Campbell. Love you, brother. Hey, not just Earl Campbell. Those hot links, fire. Please tell me you guys sell Earl Campbell hot links in your area.
No, I have no idea.
Oh my god,
that sounds like exclusively that's some super Texas shit.
He sells sausages and hot links. Fire. Shout out Earl Campbell.
Tyson says Earl Campbell running over widgets with the light blue jerseys and the white pants. Heart
getting all
face
their fucking
emoji.
blood. Let's go. Fucking love Earl Campbell.
I love when something like that stops Mike right in his tracks as soon as he saw the word widgets.
Exactly what did it. Ran right into the brick wall there. The other story coming out of the NFL was Tyreek Hill's celebration. Scott, did you see Tyreek Hill's celebration that he did after scoring a touchdown?
I did not.
Tyreek Hill streaks into the end zone, catches the pass, immediately runs over to a guy who's on the field like he's a credential guy, not like just some dude standing there. There's a guy with credentials that works for the NFL, and he's got his phone out recording it. And Tyreek runs over to him, grabs his phone, and records a selfie of himself doing a backflip as his celebration, and then hands the phone back and goes back to celebrate with his team. The dude posted the video to NFL accounts, and then NFL went in and immediately deleted it, and they're finding Tyreek Hill for the celebration. So, like,
fucking NFL.
It's a amazing viral moment where like Tyreek Hill does the celebration. They posted on their accounts because that kid who was like, dude, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened. I'm absolutely posting it. This is going to be amazing. And the NFL was like, take it down. And also, that's a fine Tyreek. Like, it's
this fucking league. They're sitting here promoting fucking Taylor Swift being at their fucking shit and riding the fucking Taylor Swift fucking train like anybody out here without a fucking soul. And then a goodwill story happens with their own product and gets put on their shit. And they're like, nah, fuck that. Fine.
I wonder what the difference is.
The difference is the NFL doesn't know their ass from a hole in the wall. Like, they don't understand.
Put my finger on it.
Yeah, but they also should have just fucking, like, they should have just taken both of them. Like, this is good PR. Like, there's absolutely no reason to take it down and then fine the fucking player for it. Like, what is wrong with this celebration at all? Like, it wasn't in any opponent's face. There wasn't anything. Like, this is fucking absurd. Fucking absurd.
It's insane to me that they would do it. Robert, can you guys imagine if Tyreek was on the Chiefs? That would be crazy. Matt Barr correctly pointing out the NFL and MLB with this move.
But actually, though, that's the funny part is I almost went there, and then I thought, no, actually, Major League Baseball would probably embrace this shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're fucking desperate, so they'd be like, hell yeah, look at this shit. But the NFL, for whatever fucking reason, on shit like this, they get real stick in the mud with it. Like, I don't get it. Remember, they peeled it all the way back to where it's like, you know, they got dubbed the No Fun League, and then now it's like, well, you can kind of do celebrations, but it's got to fit within our parameters, and like, this is too far. Like, I don't know, man. I don't see how
they're a bunch of fucking bitches.
Yeah, they are. Like, I don't see how this was a bad thing. Like, and they could have easily used this. Like, hey, this is, you know, the fans. This is why we're here. This is why we're doing it. Like, moments like these. Like, how often does that happen? Like, never.
Dude,
they could have made a fucking top 10 fan interaction moments. And it's a compilation video that we'd all watch.
Yeah, like
it's got like Lambo leaps, and then it's got when Stephon Diggs
like
highlights and
with the tagline that says "This is your league." Like this, like it's so fucking easy, and they're like, "Nah, dispose of all the evidence like it's the fucking LeBron James getting dunked on by a Xavier player at camp, and find the perpetrator." Like, what a weak fucking response by the NFL.
I've never understood like getting upset by even the ones that like are aimed at a player, like when Tyreek Hill isn't allowed to do like the peace sign.
Oh, for sure.
I'm like, what are we doing? Like it's a game. It's a game. We're talking about a game. Why are we not allowing people to enjoy playing a game? It's crazy. Go ahead, Caesar. Or not. Okay, good talk, buddy. He raised his hand in the camera and then didn't say a word. Did I black out there for a second? Like,
no, I was doing this.
I thought he's just doing the cheetah piece thing.
Yeah.
Stupid NFL. It's dumb that the NFL did this. Oh yeah, Gabe pointing out Andy got fined for no socks.
Although I will say maybe the NFL's onto something, because Caesar throwing up that peace sign for that reminded me that 2 weeks ago at baseball practice, my kids are assholes to each other. The other day, I get, Dad, Luke's making fun of me because I didn't hit the ball, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
yeah, swing better, buddy.
Well, then the other day when we're at practice, Jordan was upset about fucking having to be somewhere he didn't want to be because, they all get pissy because they're not playing the position they want to play. And as Luke runs past Jordan in the base path, he threw up the peace sign. And now I think that the NFL might have been on to something. They're quoting this widget Tyreek Hill has infected my child with the selfish gene, and so I guess this is why. This is why the NFL is looking out for me as a father. So you know what? I appreciate the NFL.
Whichever son was the one that got the peace sign thrown at, Dad, can I be pitcher next practice? Throwing the ball at his head, God damn it. Yeah, motherfucker, want to throw a peace sign at me? Eh? Boom! Have fun next practice on the couch. Oh my God, bro! I got that shit back in blood.
Sarah said your kids are awesome, Scott.
That's so. Oh my! It's like the petty just was like, you know what? We're not gonna tone it down here. That's just.
Well, it's even funnier because I'm sitting there trying to teach them to be good teammates and all this shit, and it's the younger one stunting on the older one. And the younger one's always getting stunted on, right? Because he's the younger brother. Yeah. And I'm always telling him, like, hey, man, you're the youngest one on the team. You're the smallest one. But, like, you're keeping up and you're playing just as well as the rest of these kids. And you're always going to be, like, slightly behind because you're younger. But it's just going to make you better because you're playing up. And then the one time that he gets an upper hand, this motherfucker throws up a deuces.
Like, you know what?
Not just a teammate. To his fucking brother, of all people, too. Like, not just one of his other teammates he was stunting on. He stunted on his own fucking brother. So it's like, damn it, dude.
He cooked. It's so crazy. What a dog. Don't do that shit again, though, because you're going to get hit by a pitch.
Well, yeah, and the older one is the pitcher, too, so he throws hard. So, yeah, I would not want to, step into the box after throwing up a peace sign at him.
Imagine if you hit him with, like, a Fortnite emote.
Oh, they do that shit, too.
They hit him with the orange justice.
They've grittied on each other and shit. I'm like,
God. Oh my God,
dude!
I'm so glad
It's so funny watching like the kids celebrate. Like Jude's soccer team is like that. They all dance every time.
Oh my God, dude!
And it's so amazing to just be like, man, this entire generation is just the biggest shit talkers.
They are
the biggest shit talkers.
You always got yelled at as kids, like you weren't supposed to celebrate, and you're disrespectful. You got to show sportsmanship, and there won't be any of that. You won't fucking play if you celebrate and all this shit. Now these kids, fucking, the minute they do anything, it's like, dude, I had one of the kids, and I thought he said dap, so I was like, I can't dap you up. You're standing way over there. He's like, no, I said dab, and he did the damn. I was like, oh, you said dab? I've never felt more old than right now. Not only did I mishear you, I didn't understand what you were saying either. Like, I definitely thought you meant like dab. Like,
you want me to dab? Huh? We're too far away to dab. I can't, huh?
That was me, dude. That was fucking me. I was like, God damn, I'm old. It was a week of L's, man. It was a week of fucking L's.
Your dab?
That was Scott's dab.
No, I was just showing. I just did it real quick. I know how to fucking fuck you. Fuck you. I know how to goddamn do it. I wasn't trying to do it all. Just get the fuck out of here.
That's the white kid in the back of the line that does the karate pose.
She is very gorgeous to me.
Fuck off.
She's very gorgeous to me. Oh my god. What a oh my dude. I need to go watch kids fucking practice. Oh, I need to go take my brother to some sports. This is what this thing. Oh my god, this is entertainment, bro. I remember one time in fucking 7th grade, my friend did a backflip into the end zone because he ran the kickoff back. They call that shit back. And he's like, what? What? I saw. Remember when fucking? Oh, I'm gonna forget it. I forgot his name. It's not Muhammad. That's the most common name on earth, but it wasn't his name. The guy from the Bengals that did the backflip into the fucking end zone.
Oh, Simpson, Jerome Simpson, yeah.
A la verga, Muhammad. I was way fucking off.
I was just gonna say, I was like, Muhammad?
What's his name?
Also,
Jerome Simpson?
Jerome Simpson.
So not a common name at all. Like,
Yeah,
not
no,
even
no.
A little bit.
Yeah, well, he's like, well, the guy in the Bengals did it. Why couldn't I do it? Yeah, bro. One of them plays for the NFL. You got class tomorrow at fucking 7:30.
Also,
The
that
kid
was
backflipped into the end zone or front flipped into the end zone?
Well, he front flipped into the end zone on a kick return.
It was
And they
not.
called it
You
back.
can't follow Jerome Simpson's lead on that because Jerome Simpson's head is so gigantic. He didn't even front flip. He just fell forward, and momentum carried him. That's just got a big ass fucking head. That's a big ass dome on Jerome Simpson. All right, let's switch gears.
I remember watching that replay of that flip and thinking to myself, like, nonstop, just over and over. I'm like, how did he not break his neck on this fucking shit? Like, he lands on his fucking neck doing this. Like, that was the most impressive thing to me. Everybody was like, wow, it's really. And I'm just like, dude, you should have broken.
Did he land on his feet?
I think he landed on his butt. I think he like hit the feet and then landed on his butt. But again, when your head looks like,
oh my god.
Oh, we didn't have to have him in this fucking. You had to fucking find the Niners headshot. That's fucking some dirt shit. Like, I haven't suffered enough this week. Get fucked.
I searched Jerome Simpson head, and this was the first image that came up. Because look at the size.
That dude looks like a black brainiac.
Bro, I do the boozer and get hair painted on after that shit. God damn.
What are we gonna do tonight, Jerome? The same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world.
Oh my god, seriously, what the hell, dude?
How did this dude get a helmet that
Megamind.
fits him? How is that possible? That doesn't. There is no reason why Jerome Simpson hasn't been able to find.
All right. We gotta find a third. We gotta find a third so that we can go sip, chug, drain, pour. Jerome Simpson's head, Marvin Harrison Jr.'s lips. We need a third.
Oh my god. I will not take part in this sip, drug, pour, drain. I'm not taking part of it unless we got Mexicans in it, then all right. But other than that, I'm not taking part in it.
Gabe said Jerome Simpson
Black
is a
cone
black
head.
cone head.
Seriously, like, why does it look so weird? It comes to a fucking point.
It looks like Megamind.
I'm glad because Tyson also pulled the race card on it. I don't even feel comfortable reading this one, but this is said.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's
Scott,
all
you need to read that for me.
It says Megamind.
Race card.
God damn 47. God damn 47. Oh my god.
Race card, but also fucking
everything, bro. Let him cook everyone.
fuck.
The more you know, everything. All that shit, bro.
Just give them all the drops.
Yeah, I know. It is like you know you've nailed it when somebody else in the comments says that's a race card.
Megamind is crazy, bro.
Oh,
If I
that's
can
so
say
good.
that.
I can say that.
Sarah said
It looks
that was photoshopped. Jesus. Rex was
Dude,
with
I don't know
you
if you
there,
ever
Scott. Who did it better, Jerome Simpson or Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Oh yeah,
We got to come up with one. Robert's suggesting Tyreek's neck.
I'd have to see like I never like that's the other thing. Like he'd have to have like a freakishly long neck, like our man from Houston. What's his name?
Oh, Mike Glennon?
Yeah. Well, no, is it Glennon?
Wasn't it Mike Glennon with
No. It wasn't Glennon. Glennon also played there, but that's not who. Glennon looks like you. The other dude.
Brock Osweiler?
No. The dude. If you typed in
Oh
long.
no. You're thinking of David Mills.
Yes. It was Mills. It was fucking Mills. Yes,
Dude,
Mills.
but Mike Glennon has a neck like this.
He does, but Mills was the one that everybody was like specifically like. So there needs to be like I don't think Tyreek Hill has like a neck like that. Like
Does
that's
he have a
not
brisket
like
neck
a
or what?
similar thing. Like that's a pretty big
Mike
neck.
Glennon's got a big ass neck, bro. That's a long.
Yeah,
neck
that's
right
that's not a short neck. That's for sure.
But you're right. I think we do go David Mills on this one because David.
Yeah, Mills's neck is freakishly long. Dude.
All right, so here we go. Sip, chug, drain, pour.
I'm not doing this.
Yes, you are.
What? No, because we still have to find a third. I'm not condoning the third. We got to find
neck.
No. We've got to find something else. It's got to be three.
What am I supposed to Google?
Three black guys.
Three black.
So, like, we got to keep it even here. So it's like we got the big lips. We got the big lips, the big head. Like, there's got to be another big feature on a black guy that just we'll hold off on it. We'll come back to this. We'll circle back to it. I'm not even saying tonight. Like it'll happen organically. Like we weren't planning on this.
It's got
like 2 or 3 weeks from now, we'll find a black guy with some weird, ridiculous features,
Tyreek
like big ears or something.
I'm looking at. I just looked it up. I might be on board here with the nomination of Tyreek Hill's neck from Robert Taylor because this is a big old neck. Like that's a fat neck that Tyreek Hill's rocking there. He looks like he's very uncomfortable.
It's made even worse with the old school fucking turtleneck, the mock turtleneck that he's rocking. Like
I think he tried to hide it. Oh God. Oh Scott. I don't know if you saw this one. JPP's hand.
That's too easy. Like it's not natural. Like I need the ridiculousness to have come from birth, not from own stupidity.
All right, fair. Then we'll keep throwing in your comments and your recommendations. Let's get this sip, chug, drain, pour tonight. Well, before we we'll switch gears while you guys are throwing out nominations. College football, Georgia. Their quarterback went down with an injury. He's out for likely the rest of the regular season. Go ahead, Caesar. Go.
Brock Bowers, tight end. Their quarterback.
Tight end. Sorry, you're right. Brock Bowers is out for likely the rest of the season. And it happened right after Drake tweeted out a picture or put up a picture on Instagram of him wearing a Georgia Bulldogs outfit. So the Drake curse lives on, Scott. Drake's curse still stays strong. He took out Brock Bowers and ruined potentially Georgia's season with that tweet.
Yeah, dude, he was their main fucking target. He was their main target. Like Georgia might lose a game, which is crazy to say that. Like, oh yeah, they might lose one game now.
Yeah, they might lose one game and still win it all. Sounds about right.
What do you make of the Drake curse, Scott? Still living strong.
I mean, did anybody think it actually died? Like, I didn't think that it ever stopped.
Yes, people thought.
No, did we certify? Oh, did we certify that was? What did we say that? What were the reasons that we came to that? Like we said that maybe it was over because he had done. There was a couple of things. It's like I know it started with the Raptors winning the NBA title, so that was like the first domino to fall. But then there was something else that happened that it was just like, damn, maybe it's maybe
he had a few wins, but
over.
he bet some major favorites and won. So Yeah, there was question marks around that.
I feel like the Drake curse when it comes to like rocking the gear. I feel like that's the one that's alive and well. Like anytime he just comes out and says something really, but it's like if he's actively supporting them or shows up in the locker room wearing the shit.
The Kentucky pictures are hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. Some bullshit like that. It's like, oh, you fucked at that point. Like you might as well just pack it in. You're done. Drake gonna get you in that case.
So it's amazing, and we should maybe we'll save that. We'll save that until after we talk about Notre Dame beating USC, because your boy was very excited over the weekend. Not a single text message came through to me during the Notre Dame game. Notre Dame beats USC, beats the shit out of them.
Ain't that a bitch, right?
Single message comes through to me.
Ain't that a bitch?
Quiet as could be. But
Yeah.
what I wanted to talk about is I want to get your feeling, because I had an OWG moment. Because as that game ended, I'm surrounded by like my aunts and uncles who were up in Akron for a wedding. Shout out Will. Congratulations, Will and Joella. So I'm around my uncles and aunts, and as soon as the clock hit 0, storm the field. The Notre Dame fans stormed the field, and I went, come on. You can't storm the field. Come on, act like you've been there before. And it hit me. I was like, oh shit.
No,
I'm an OWG.
no.
Yeah, I was gonna say like they haven't been there before.
We have beef because I'm all for every sort of storm when it's deserved. And this might be your biggest win in the last like 7 years.
Look, this was Notre Dame's national championship game, right? It essentially knocked USC out of the playoffs. Notre Dame has no shot at the playoffs. So this was, now they're just playing spoiler, and they ruined USC's season and likely ruined Caleb Williams' Heisman. Like that's,
Caleb can't win it.
He's done after that. So I get that it's a big deal, but I still was like, come on. Like 2 weeks ago, you were a top 10 team. Now you're
I get it. I respect it from your end. Like that's how we grew up. It's like, nah, storming that shit for that. Like that's not a big enough win to storm. Like I respect that, but like on the other hand, I mean these Notre Dame kids, like now they're like, shit, we ain't never seen nothing good. This is about as good as it's gonna get for us. Like, yeah, we better storm the field now. When we gonna get another opportunity? Goddamn it!
So
we want to be like them too.
The only time I've heard of Texas ever getting close to storming the field, because they have that same stick up their ass. Like we have that same stick up our ass where like, oh, we think we're so high and mighty, was if they had beat Alabama last year, Bryce Young. This year, it was kind of expected to win.
Yeah.
But last year was the closest we'd gotten, and I'd been like, all right, cool. Like storm the fucking field if we beat Bama in Austin, but we didn't, obviously. But no, yeah, storm the field. Those opportunities are very, they don't come often. I stormed the court against Kansas, and I will never forget it.
I stormed the court at a Xavier game, but I was 32 years old when it happened.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You're an old man to just like walk out and be like, hey, this is pretty fucking cool up here.
Dude, it's fucking fire. You're hammered as fuck. Oh, we just beat the number 4 team in the fucking country. Bah, 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 bah. Chairs go on the floor, you run, and you're just jumping for no fucking reason. It's the best.
I was an old ass man. I wasn't jumping. I like just stepped on the floor. I was like, am I gonna get in trouble? We good? Okay, everything's cool. Hey, high fives, everybody.
Try to drive home responsibly, please. I don't want to see anybody hurt.
I'm helping other people. Oh, you need help here? Let me help you.
Oh my
God. Watch your step.
Oh my God. It's quite the lip. So that's a doozy getting off this court.
But listen, so I was on this OWG train of like, you can't storm the field. Come on, be better than that. Until I saw this kid that was making his rounds on social media, because a Notre Dame fan ran out onto the field, found Caleb Williams, and then filmed a selfie video saying, hey, Caleb, let me see your fingernails now. Can we see your fingernail polish? And just talked all the shit to Caleb Williams on the field after Caleb Williams had just essentially lost his Heisman Trophy. Didn't get punched, which I thought would have happened. But then I'm like, okay, I'm on board with you storming the field. If you were going to go out and put your camera in Caleb Williams' face and take a video talking shit to him after that. So now I'm back on board. Go ahead, storm the field, talk shit to all the players. I'm on board. Do it.
Would have been funny if he just walked in and be like, bet you go to the Bears now, huh, bitch?
He might go to the fucking Patriots. Goddamn it!
Tell your dad Chicago's in the plans now. That would have been fucking cold as ice.
Brent, as a USC fan for 4220, said USC is the second biggest fraud in football, and I'm a USC guy.
Who's the first?
I was going to say, let's talk about the first. Who's the first biggest fraud in football this year?
Ohio State.
Oh, shit.
No,
I thought that's what Sweet Lou said. That's what Lou told me. I'm going with what Lou said.
No, Lou did
He said
not.
they're not tough.
Lou said that Ohio State is not a tough team.
that means he said there's some bitches, some frauds. That's what I heard.
They're bitches, is what he said.
Oh, shit.
They kind of suck, is what he said.
They kind of suck. Oh man, yeah, that's what I'm going with. Buckeyes.
I have no idea who the first is. I can't even think. It'd be what? I mean, if you're like a team with high expectations that fumbled early.
Alabama's been pretty big frauds this year, but then again,
No,
I mean,
but
nobody expected
one game.
But didn't anybody expect them? Well, I guess I did. Shit, they'll be fine.
They're
They'll
going
be
to be in the SEC championship.
Yeah, they'll be in the Final Four.
They're going to be in the SEC championship.
They're fine. Yeah, they're fine.
That's
It's
a
a typical
perfect
Blake
segue,
Griffin
Scott,
season.
because we have the Wise Guys top 10 for the week. And this week on the Wise Guys top 10, you know what? Let's let the beat drop. We need like a good intro, like a good just for the Wise
Be
Guys.
offensive. Would Notre Dame be considered a fraud this year or no? I'm generally asking. I'm not trying to talk
think
shit.
anybody expected them to I mean, maybe an outside chance at the playoff, but I don't think anybody expected.
Gotcha.
Everybody expected like 3 losses out of Notre Dame this year, so I don't think anybody was expecting.
Gotcha.
Crazy. But Scott, there's been some shakeups in the Wise Guy top 10 this week. Lots of movement. Lots of things to get through. So here we go, the Week 8 Wise Guys top 10. At number 10, we have a tie. Ole Miss and Utah at plus 20,000. That's how many teams have dropped off. You don't even have the ability to bet on more than half of the teams in the NCAA now. That's what we have whittled ourselves down to in the Wise Guys top 10. By the way, this week's Wise Guys top 10 features 20 teams. That's how bunched together everything is. Number 9, Oregon
Holy
State,
fuck.
Tennessee, LSU.
Oregon State.
Damn.
12
at
champions.
Plus 15,000. Plus 15,000 odds, Caesar. That's not great. And that's where Notre Dame, they're
It's
back
not,
in it.
but I'm saying they might win the Pac-12.
They could. It's possible. Number 8, USC, plus 7,500. They have finally dropped from like their plus 1,400 that they've had for the last 2 years straight, now down to plus 7,500. Number 7, North Carolina at plus 6,500. Nice win over Miami this week from North Carolina. They're on track to, it's likely going to be North Carolina and FSU in the ACC Championship. That'll be a fun one. Number 6, Oregon at plus 2,800. Number 5, Alabama
Let's go.
and Texas.
I
Plus
prefer this.
1,800. There it is, Scott. The committee knows. Vegas knows. Alabama just hanging around. They're just ready to pounce at any point in time. Let's get into our top 4 because there was a shakeup. Apparently that Brock Bowers injury was a pretty big deal. Number 4 this week, a tie between Oklahoma and Penn State at plus 1,800. Both teams coming in at number 4 there. Number 3, we have a three-way tie. Washington, Florida State, and Ohio State at plus 800.
Good.
Washington had a great win over Oregon.
Okay.
Penix played really well. Also,
Yeah, fucking
did you see
Penix is
Desmond
fire.
Howard went viral because he kept saying on game day that Penix had big Penix energy, but he totally was saying penis. He didn't. He didn't.
Good God.
Number 2 is Georgia.
Uh-oh.
Georgia sits at number 2 to at plus 290 odds.
Michigan's by
Michigan,
themselves?
number
Oh,
1
no.
at plus
Oh
270.
no.
Scott, what do you make of this week's top 10/20? Because that's a shakeup, my man.
I mean, that's a lot of shakeup, and I think we've got 3 of the 4 teams in this graphic are going to be there in the end. We're just missing Alabama. they'll knock out Penn State and Oklahoma, and Ohio State will push out the other two.
Well, Ohio State or Penn State is gone after this weekend because one of them.
Penn State's gone for sure.
I like that you said one of these 4 teams on this graphic when there are actually 7 teams in the top 4 in our Wiseguys top 10 poll.
Yeah. Well, Alabama's going to push 2 of those teams out next week. By the end of the season, it's going to be Ohio State, Michigan, Georgia, and Alabama. All right. Like that's how. Like no matter how we get there, I want you to make sure that you go back to that very first Wiseguys top 10 where I said that was what the fuck is going to happen too. I want that audio. I want that tape coming back up. God damn it.
Caesar, what do you make of our top 4/7?
There's only one team there's gonna be one team on there that's very suspicious, and that's Oklahoma. They're gonna lose a game or 2 by the end of the season. And that's not me being a fucking dickhead and hating them. They're gonna lose they haven't blown anyone out. And my thing with this is, imagine Michigan. Okay, look, this week, right? Penn State, Ohio State. Say Penn State wins, right? And then say Ohio State. No. I'm trying to make this make sense in my head. Say Ohio State beats Penn State, right? But then Penn State beats Michigan and Michigan beats Ohio State. But Michigan wins the fucking Big Ten. And then you have 1-loss Texas beat 1-loss Oklahoma in the Big 12 championship. And then you have 1-loss Georgia lose to 1-loss Alabama in the SEC championship. And then you have 1-loss Oregon, 1-loss Washington, and 1-loss USC. All at the end of it, one of those 3 being the Pac-12 championship. Who the fuck do you put in? This is all very possible.
Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State,
Alabama. Just like I said. Like, they won't even hesitate. Caesar's like, man, the struggle will be real. The committee members, they'll be sweating it. They're like, so, the 4 we started with at the beginning, everybody in agreement? Cool. All right, let's just take the next few hours. We rented this place out for a while, so let's just hang out. Anybody, let's get another round.
I was going to say, like, I think that scenario you just described, Caesar, where everybody would be like, this is chaos. The committee's like, thank God. All right,
I know. They're so thrilled.
Thank you so much, college football, for giving us Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, Alabama. There we go.
They're like, this is the 4 we wanted, and the fucking system didn't fail us. Nobody can accuse us of rigging this one. And then they come out. The best of it they'll come out of the fucking room sweating. Oh, guys, there's a lot of deliberating in there, but we think we finally got the 4 that deserved it the most. And they'll say it with a fucking straight face, the same straight face that they use when they say they give a shit about the kids and their grades in fucking December when they're playing 42 bowl games.
Dude,
it's gonna be amazing
for the fucking New Mexico Bowl. I'm hoping it's there when I'm there, so I could go watch some 2 dog shit schools play for some fucking trophy in Albuquerque. Sounds so much fun.
That does sound fun. That sounds
right.
Fun.
My brother and I want to make plans to go to the Bahamas Bowl by the time we die. Because I showed him the fucking highlights because he was like, we were watching, what was it? Conference USA football like on Tuesday. And he was like, you're telling me they're playing football right now? I was like, yeah. And he's like, hypothetically, would Florida International University be able to make it to the national championship? And I was like, if they went undefeated for the past 20 years, and yeah, maybe they have a chance to make it to the playoff. He's like, they're Division I. I'm like, yeah. He's like, so what does the Conference USA champion play in if they win the conference? And I was like, I think the Bahamas Bowl. And he started bawling in tears. And he's like, you're telling me the best place they go to is the Bahamas? I'm like, yeah. So then I showed him the highlights of the Bahamas Bowl that one year where it was Central Michigan versus Western Kentucky. And he was like, why the fuck is Cooper Rush on the field? And I was like, dude, this was like 8 years ago. He's like, they still do this? I'm like, yeah. He's like, we should go. And I was like, it's in the Bahamas, Weddle. Yeah, dude.
Gabe had a nomination for us, fellas. He had a nomination
How
for
the fuck do you pronounce that? Rache?
Roche.
Oh.
It's Roche. Roche Caldwell's eyes very small here in this picture. That's the best picture I could have. His eyes are very wide apart. I don't know if this could qualify.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's definitely weird looking, but it's not anything.
That's a crazy sentence.
It is alien-like, but not
stands out. Like, yeah.
All right, so
We're
we're
gonna
still
have to
looking.
pass. Yeah, we're
Still looking for a third nominee.
I was gonna say we gotta keep the nominees coming though. If you see some weird looking black NFL player out there, go on ahead and send them our way.
He said, "Come on, that's not the viral photo." Listen, man, I do the first one on Google, bud. That's what I do. I find the first one on Google, and that's the one I go with. So it doesn't pass the test. I'm sorry. All right, Scott, let's shift gears. By the way, college or NFL? Because
that's true. I was gonna say because Marvin Harrison. Yeah,
you can go college.
A black footballer.
That's so racist.
It does, but that's what we're looking for. It's like when they do casting calls. We're looking for, a black male ages, and they give you an age range. It's like, that's kind of racist. And it's like, no, well, this is the role we're looking for. We are just looking for a black football player who has some type of weird, physical feature that we can make fun of.
I can't plug Mookie.
There's no way this is fucking real.
I can't plug Mookie's charitable
There's
event after
no
that. We're
way
gonna have
this
to
is
hold off
real.
and talk about that in a minute. Before we do, let's talk baseball.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
We'll leave it at what we said earlier, Scott. I won't make you live through that anymore. But man, we're gonna end up with the Rangers versus Phillies, huh? That's gonna be the World Series that we're gonna end up with.
Sweet.
Yep, let's get a
LA.
Texas Rangers hat. I'm just anti-Philly, bro. I got a Naturals hat last year and it worked. I'll get a fucking Rangers hat this year and it better fucking work.
I like the Rangers.
next
I
for
don't
the
mind the
Maynard.
Rangers. Like I could get behind the Rangers. They seem like a team of destiny this year, but like, is this really like the ratings have been so terrible for the playoffs this year? They've been so bad in a year where baseball was actually fun. Like that's what's crazy to me is that people were into baseball. It was fun. There was runs. There's steals. Like the offense was popping. And then we get to the playoffs and people are like, okay, I'm done. I'm out. Like that was good. It was a long ass season, so I'm done. I thought it was already over. And here we are with like the playoffs just. And is it because they're just stinker of series? Like, is that what it is? Just the series have been so awful that people don't care and don't want to tune in? Like, is that the reason, Scott, why baseball is just hemorrhaging viewers during the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of teams that people wanted to see get in at the last second, and you kind of had like a back end that was just kind of like, meh. There isn't really a lot of like star power, and not that there are many household baseball names, but the list is short and a lot of them ain't in it. So yeah, I mean, hey, the minute the Braves lost, I was like, all right, well, see y'all motherfuckers in February. Like I ain't watched a minute since. So I'm back here like go Diamondbacks and Rangers. That's the World Series I'm trying to see. The World Series that MLB's like. Fuck that. Like,
they don't want that in the league.
Hell no.
Anything but that.
It's their worst case scenario. And that every time there's a championship or any type of game, championship, like where eyeballs are going to be on it for any sport, it doesn't matter. If somebody I'm rooting for is not there or not playing, then I just want what the absolute worst outcome would be for the networks and the sport itself. So give me, just something absolutely nightmare-inducing boring. When that Rangers D-backs is it.
I think that'd be fun though.
No, it would be fun. I'm a hardcore baseball fan. I could find all sorts of fun in it. Like I would enjoy the series. But your average person or average person, like, well, you'd be interested in that series. But you live in Texas. You live in Texas, though. I'm talking about like people outside of Texas and like a major metropolitan area.
I'm not normal because I gamble.
Boston and LA. Yeah, like I mean, like there's just a whole lot of places that have any ties to the series whatsoever. They'll just be like, fuck that series and won't watch a single second of it because it involves two teams they could care less about.
Caesar, do you care at all?
As long as my state looks good, that's when I want to win.
I feel
I'm not a big baseball guy. Like I'm really not. But it's a terrible answer because if anyone told me that about the NFL, I want their head on the stake. But considering that it's baseball, I guess since it's not as important as the other two sports, I guess you can say in pop culture and just like the media, it doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Because I watched baseball the most I have this season as any season I have in the past like 10 years, and that's because I gambled on it a fuck ton.
Oh, and it's so crazy though, because just like I would say even 20 years ago, it was a big fucking deal who was in the playoffs and all that shit. And just over time, it's just kind of disintegrated, which is like the only people watching the shit, it's like, oh, there's no Dodgers, there's no Yankees, there's no Red Sox, any of the big name teams. Like people just like, I'm fucking out. Like it doesn't matter how compelling the matchups are or anything.
That's what I'm saying. I think the Diamondbacks and Rangers would be fun because that just sounds like two crazy offenses.
Right? Yeah.
And
No,
I know that is because I gamble on the motherfuckers. Like,
it would be fun for baseball fans. It would be a fun series for baseball fans, but casuals,
Awful.
yeah, they can't name a single player probably on either team, and if they can, it's like it's because they saw him somewhere on something recent.
We need another cheating scandal in baseball.
they know.
That's why I thought the Astros cheating was good for baseball because people started giving a fuck about it again.
Well, that's why
We
they
need, like,
want the
another,
Astros
like-
in it. That's why MLB wants the Astros in it, because you either love the Astros or you hate them. There is like
they're the villains.
Indifferent about the Astros. Before Scott, before we discuss the idea of rest versus rust in the MLB playoffs, can I submit Terrell's gums?
His gums.
His gums in this one.
Yes. When I saw the still photo before you put it up there, I was like, "Oh, that's a good one," because I already knew where that was going.
Terrell says his gums have to be up there. So do we have our sip, chug, drain pour now?
We do, but let's finish what we're talking about. We'll hold off on it. We'll
hold off. We'll end the show.
But yes, I think we've got it.
Okay, Terrell sucks his gums is part of our sip, chug, drain pour.
And I think the D-backs and Rangers would be fun in terms of jerseys too. They both have really cool jerseys.
It would be a good color matchup. I do like that color.
I would demand that both teams go full on throwbacks for the series. Though we need the '98 fucking Diamondbacks with the pinstripes and the fucking maroon and teal, and then the Rangers. We need to go fucking straight Pudge Rodriguez, the red. I want they're just the red and white Rangers.
Dude, they didn't wear that jersey this season. They didn't wear it because they had to get rid of it because of their fucking city connection.
Yeah, I know, because because Nike told MLB that they were only getting
jerseys.
4 each.
Yeah,
4
bullshit.
each. But like those red and white '90s jerseys, God, those were fire.
They were so good. So Scott, the debate has been raging because all of the top teams, you should feel some sense of community in the fact that all of the top teams, except for the Astros, have just been obliterated in these playoffs. The Orioles go down, looked like they had never played baseball this year. The Dodgers go down. Kershaw blows up. The Braves go down after a historically amazing season. So people who were clamoring about how much they hated that the wild card games were one and done and how awful it is that your entire season can come down to one game and it shouldn't be that way, are now like, you know what? It's also not fair that you can win all these games and then have to wait a week and a half to play. Like, that's just not fair. They're almost saying it's at a disadvantage to take the rest as one of the top seeds. Where do you stand as somebody whose team got ousted because of this? Rest versus rust. Are you okay with the current format? Do you want to see changes? Do you want to see them go back to a single elimination wildcard game? Or is this just an anomaly this year that all of these top teams went down at the same time?
I don't think it's an anomaly, and I think there's something to taking the time off. But what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to sit there and say, well, we're going to lose games because we don't want the time off. And you have to hope that you're like the team that you're competing against to get in front of you. Like, hey, guys, we want you to win more games than us because we don't want this time off. It's going to fuck us in the playoffs. Like, you can't sacrifice. Like, you still have to play just as hard. And if the top prize is to be able to take the rest, you take the rest. But, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's that great of an option when you're looking at the whole of it. Like, this isn't even the first year it's been kind of questioned. Last year was the same way, where it's just like, is the rest a good idea? Like, it's a long time. But then, I don't know, fucking Astros took the same rest and came in and world beat. So, I don't know. For me, as far as I'm concerned, win your fucking games. I don't want to hear no goddamn excuses. But the Braves, like, coming in after doing what you did and fucking, I don't give a shit how much rest you had. Fucking come in and win your games. I don't want to hear the goddamn excuses. It's not like you had 2 weeks off or a month.
Caesar, rest versus rust. How you feeling about the playoffs after what's gone down?
I've lost both ways, so I don't really give a fuck. My team just needs to get fucking better.
Right. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's like win your games. Like, guys, teams that take off, lose. Teams that don't, lose. Like, it's just, you weren't the better team at that day. Be fucking better.
I just hate how momentum like exists in baseball. Like, it really does. They say like momentum doesn't exist in football, and you can kind of see it because the better team just tends to prevail. But in baseball, it's such a real thing, and you see it in college baseball more than anything, I think, because you get a team going hot into Omaha, they usually win the fucking thing.
Yeah,
and
because you just ride the fucking wave for 2 weeks.
So I'd almost wouldn't want the rest. But then if you don't get the rest, what if in one of those games without the rest, your fucking ace goes down and he has to get fucking Tommy John because his elbow hurts? Like, as
well,
Putin
injuries
says,
can happen anytime. Injuries can happen any good time. So it's not like, injuries. But for me, it's just like, I mean, who's to say like playing those extra games, you're not going to get, like, it's just not going to catch up with you. You're just going to run out of gas. Whereas it's like, oh, if we would have had a week off to kind of regroup, do things, like, there's always going to be an excuse one way or the other. Just win the fucking games. You're the higher seed. You're supposed to be the better team.
you play to win the game.
Here's one thing that I will argue. You're keeping the same format and people doing whatever they got to do to win these games and you get whatever, but they got to fucking reseed this shit. I will say that. Like, it shouldn't be that you're coming in and then like they match everybody up and then you're just playing the seed.
They should do like the NFL.
Yeah, it 100% every round it should be reseeded so that the higher seed is taking on the lowest ranked
minimum
seed.
the first round.
Yeah, well, in the first round they
doesn't
do
happen
it.
every round, but at least
should.
after the wild card. At least
after the wild
card, it should.
I
The
think
NFL
it
does
should
it.
happen. I think it should happen every fucking round. If you're the lower seed, you're the road team. If you're the lower seed, you're playing against the higher
This is
seeds.
the guy
left.
whose
Like,
team won 100 games. Listen, my team
goddamn right.
almost made it, and I would have been pissed off if we were the road team every fucking series. Okay, because we would have been that last seed.
But you still get a home game. Like,
yeah, no, we don't, because it was the Reds. They would have been swept in the first round because that's
that's true.
how it is in Cincinnati. Scott, big news though, big baseball news, huge baseball news is back.
We're back, baby.
in the Olympics, baby.
Hell yeah! What it is like 1 cycle off, 1 cycle hiatus. I love it. Like baseball, you're banished. Just kidding. Come on back.
Come on back. The Olympics committee has decided to allow baseball, football, flag football, and lacrosse in the LA games in 2020.
We're gonna lose to fucking Italy. Just watch and fucking flag football or some stupid shit like that.
No, we aren't. We are not. We are not going to lose in flag football. I feel like our XFL guys will dominate everybody in flag football. And you know it's going to be filled with XFL and USFL guys. That's going to be our flag football team. But in baseball, Scott, are we going to get like World Baseball Classic vibes from this? Like, is that what we're going to see on this? Because it's not going to be the MLB stars that go and play in this. We're not going to get them in the Olympics, but we're going to get some good baseball.
Well,
Jesus.
I don't think those damn hiccups. I don't think I've ever watched an Olympic baseball game in my life, but it's mostly because they don't even put like, oh, we're gonna give you like the higher drafted and like the higher prospects that you at least have heard of. No, it's like the 18 and under guys that, like, yeah, eventually you hear from them. Like, I've heard of plenty of dudes who's like, oh yeah, they played on Team USA once upon a time, but it's like 18U guys and
Didn't
shit.
Todd Frazier play on Team USA like back in the day
for the Olympics? I think so. Yeah,
I feel like Todd Frazier was like 30 some years old and played on the U.S. Olympic team.
Well, and one of the only times you kind of like I ever remember the Olympics and it kind of being a big deal was Ben, what's his name, that pitched for the Brewers, and he came out of nowhere and he pitched super crazy in the Olympics, and everybody's like, oh, well, it's this like certain type of ball, and he was a little bit older and he hadn't really done anything like in the majors, but then after that Olympics, he like the rest of his career took off. I can't remember the fucking dude's name. Ben Sheets. It was fucking Ben Sheets. Ben Sheets was like the one guy that made a name for himself at the Olympics before he made a name for himself in major leagues. Like otherwise, it's just been guys, and then later on you hear, oh yeah, they did a thing back then, and you never heard about it.
But it's back, and I'm excited.
Right, it's back, and I'll still fucking watch it. I mean, why
Can't
not?
wait to lose to the Dominican Republic or Japan in the Olympics. Gonna be
For
exciting.
sure, that's definitely happening.
But that Team USA, Team Canada gold medal game in lacrosse is going to be crazy.
Hell
That's
yeah.
gonna be a good damn time for that one. Those two teams just dominate the world championships back and forth.
Yeah, I know. I want the fucking Huandizi or whatever the fuck their name is. What's their name? The ones that created lacrosse? The Huandis? The Huandis? I got this shit real quick.
I thought it was the Iroquois that created the
No.
lacrosse.
Oh my god, I spelled Huandi so long it gave me Chinese.
Wow.
Native American lacrosse team. Give me a few moments. I'm a cook.
Okay.
This doesn't seem
No,
like very-
oh shit! I need to fucking get like a how do you pronounce this?
Just try.
How
You're
did I see?
now.
The Hadenasi. No, the Hadenshani.
Okay, there you go. There's
the how. I got this shit. God damn it! Hurry up, fucking Google.
Oh shit.
I can't fucking pronounce this. There we go. Pronunciation. Let's go. Ganger. Oh, I gotta watch a YouTube video. Okay, the Holden Oshane.
That
That's how you
sounds.
pronounce it.
That sounds.
The
good.
Holden the Honda Shoni. The Honda Shoni. I hope they win. Even though they don't exist.
Sip, chug, drain, pour. Jerome Simpson's head.
not
Marvin
doing this.
Harrison Jr. all hugs and gums. Sip, chug, drain, pour.
No, bro. No. There's only one of us that can do this shit. You cannot put that graphic on the screen and then expect it to react that way. Dude, what the?
Here's what we're gonna do. We gotta wrap the show.
Fucking private chat it to Scott so he can say it or what?
We'll leave a couple stories for next week. But we're so talk about your beer, what you were drinking, whether or not you were bang it, and then I want a sip, chug, drain, pour of Jerome Simpson's head, Marvin Harrison Jr.
bro.
and Terrell Suggs' gums. Scott, go ahead.
Dude, no, he should go last. He should go first and last. We're not doing this shit first or last, Mike. I'm more minority, and I'm still fucking scared to do it. I'm gonna go first. I'm drinking 903 fucking brewing margarita. Fucking what does bitch have? Tajin, fucking beer and some other shit in it. I love it. Shout out 903 Breweries, great can. They have wonderful features. I'm sipping all of them. Mike, go.
You're a coward, Caesar. You're a coward. You don't respect the game.
Okay, I'll respect the game.
No, too late. You're a coward.
Okay, that's fine. Call me a coward. I just can't sip someone's lips, bro. I can't do that. Imagine that phrase. Yeah, I'm gonna sip his lips. That's a crazy sentence. I'm sorry. Pause. No homo. Find me if you want. YouTube. I'm not doing that shit, bro. And let me sip someone's forehead.
I was drinking Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPA from New Belgium Brewing, 9.5% hazy IPA. It is delicious. Absolutely banging this beer.
Sip his lips.
All right, for the game, here we go. I am sipping Jerome Simpson's head. I would be totally cool with having a dome that size. I am chugging Marvin Harrison Jr.'s lips, despite the fact that it looks like a caricature, a racist caricature that somebody drew up in the 1930s. I am chugging those lips because you could totally play that off of the ladies. Like you could make that a thing. I am drain pouring the shit out of Terrell Suggs' gums. That man has chiclets for teeth. You cannot eat corn on the cob. That's an absolute drain pour, 100%. Scott, what were you drinking?
Oh, I was drinking Mad Trees Pumpkin. It sucks. It's fine. It's a pumpkin beer. Like, I'll drink it if you find it. Just whatever. It's nothing special. Like, it's very forgettable. But I am going to drain.
Hold on. Pause. Before you do that, we have comments that we have to read from people.
What are we doing, guys?
Sip the noggin, chug those lips all day, the horse gums. It does look like Terrell Suggs is like nibbling a carrot out of somebody's mouth. Biscuit saying drain Jerome. Wow, that's a shocker. That's an upset.
Sip the lips.
Sip the lips and chug Bubba from Forrest. Scott, go ahead. Sip, chug, drain for Jerome Simpson's head, Marvin Harrison Jr.'s lips, Terrell Suggs' gums.
I gotta drain pour those gums, man. Like, they look like it. Like, if you look at the photo long enough, it looks like his gums are like taking over his teeth even further. Like, it looks like they're moving. Like, it looks like lava overtaking land.
Losing dentures. Like,
yeah, like, it's just like, those are the worst teeth and gum. Oh my god, it's bad. I'm drain pouring fucking the gums. I'm chugging, having a big head, and I'm sipping the lips, baby. Like, I gotta sip the OGs. Like, them is Marvin's lips.
Oh, let me sip the original caricature. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I saw Freedom Riders.
I mean, it does look like he's doing a blackface Halloween costume, but it's fine. It's fine. It's whatever.
I don't like this graphic, not one bit.
This needs to be the picture for there's the cover art for this week's episode.
Just that.
Yes,
Just
no
that
context. No context. Craft Fruit Sports Show. Just these three.
You guys got to tune in. They're awesome. They talk about
Oh my god, dude.
guys with huge lips and gigantic heads and gum lines that are terrible. Wow.
Oh my
What a
god,
way to end it, fellas. We didn't do that hockey. We'll have to do that next week because I still haven't talked about these Vegas Golden Knight rings. And also Tiger Woods stepping in some shit. We'll talk about that next week too. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was a great time. You have no idea how bad I needed this show tonight. So thank you all for commenting, tuning in, keeping us laughing, keeping the show going. Be sure to follow us at Craft on Twitter and Instagram in between shows. Also join the Facebook group. There's tons of great people in there. All the people you see commenting on the show are in there, cracking jokes, doing the same thing throughout the show, between the shows. So go join the Facebook group. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the like button right now. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's jam the algorithm. Let's fucking pump up some numbers. Also, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcast. It helps us out more than you know. Shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Shout out to them and all of the podcasts on the Belly Up Sports Media Network. Go hit them up. Also, Friday morning at Central Montessori Academy in Springdale, the students are walking laps to raise money for the school. We've got a sign there. They let us put up a sign, and Mookie will be there hanging out. I'm going to try to stop by. So if you're around Central Montessori Academy in Springdale Friday morning, go hit that up. Mookie will sign your autograph. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers, everybody.
And if you don't like
wait,
it,
can I charge for my autograph?
Back to Africa.
Can I charge for my autograph?
You can.
I feel like all right. Whenever I go to Ohio, that's just gonna be $10 a fucking signature. Just saying. Anyway,
$10 for
Goku and DC's in the lacrosse championships. I got you back.
Feel like poop right now.